Morning. Oh.
Good morning. Here, literally, as soon as we hit record outside,
Bandit comes running up. She'll be here in about 5, 4, 3, 2. She come a little bit slower. She right here though. It's chilly out here.
it is the wind.
See,
there she
she's
is.
right here.
There she is.
All right. Y'all made y'all's appearance.
Okay, go.
As you guys
Okay,
can
go.
tell, the barn is back here. We're at the gate entrance to the farm animals. You guys can tell right behind there. We got T-post.
Woohoo!
We have been working on the fence and doing all of that. Lucy just be she on one.
She is.
But we've been working on the fence, which that's never fun.
No.
Fencing, I've never met anyone that said they love to do fencing.
Yeah.
It's just a very tedious, long process, but we're getting it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like, I guess tedious, yeah.
Well, it's just the same thing over and over and over and
yeah.
over.
And then there's a lot to fence in.
Yeah.
So,
We were really trying to think about it, and we think at least 1.5, 2 acres. I know I kind of talked about that maybe on the video, the Crocker video.
Yeah.
One of them, I don't know. But just perspective on other properties that we know, I would say it's about 2 acres.
Yeah, that's what I always had to think of.
The Texas property, that's 2 acres.
So then kind of looking at this.
Yeah. So from here to the barn, for perspective, is what did we say? 200. I think it's 270 feet. Yeah, we did 26 T-posts plus this, so about 270 feet just from where we're at to the barn, and then
It goes behind it.
and then we had to cut over 180 feet that way, and then it goes probably 300 and something feet back.
Yeah.
Which I walked off the other day. I guessed around 270, but it's 270 from here to the barn, and the back corner is a little bit further. So, you're talking a lot.
And I was looking at the pasture too, 'cause, we are doing it in sections. For one, so we can get the animals moved over faster, and then also because when power comes, the pole's got to be on this side.
Yeah.
But where we're going to put the barndominium, I brought up. What did I say?
You said maybe move it, the barnuminium,
So we just
And
make this the entire,
the whole pasture all the way back.
all the way back, and then the barndominium kind of over where there was a bunch of blueberry bushes.
Yeah. I don't know. The good thing is
We got time.
we got a lot of time to think about it. I don't know. It's again, it's just like a long, tedious process. But do you think it'll be done by Monday?
I don't know.
What? You have no faith in us?
Well, it depends if we have to do the tractor work.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the thing is, I did say we could have it done by Monday. We could, but we might consider doing a little bit of extra work to level out the back, about pretty much right back here by the barn. It's very hilly, and I had to really look to see how much that wire would be bending, because we're not doing barbed wire, which would be easy to go with the land. We're doing field fencing, and
It also, depends too, because I have to leave Saturday night.
Saturday night. Gotta leave that Saturday night.
Yeah, for work. So, I mean, it truly depends too at that point. First of all, it's like how much we get done while I'm here, and then two, what all you can do by yourself.
Yeah, so pretty much, I mean, I've been kind of going through my head with it. All right, while you're here, I'll need your help for this. While you're not here, I feel like I could take over on this and do it myself. So stretching fence, we'll definitely do long portions first, and then I would be able to manage a shorter distance, because the longer the distance, the more that fence is going to want to lay over on its own. The shorter distance, you can kind of pull it up, you can get it all to come up. But
Because I help pull over there a little bit, but then I think the rest of it you pulled by yourself.
yeah, but luckily with this out here, we have these huge corner posts, and I could pull it with the tractor, and it would keep it very, very tight, do it good. Over there, we use a side-by-side and four-wheeler? No, just side-by-side.
Side-by-side.
And got it, pretty good. I mean, now another thing, we made mistakes over there. I did. Most people say you want your fencing on the outside of the T-post so animals can't get in, predators. Well, when you have goats, I personally think you should have the fence on the inside of the T-post because goats push against it.
Yeah.
So we put the ties or whatever on there, and the goats still kind of push the fence over there. And so what we're doing is we're going to have it all on the inside. I'm not really worried about predators out here. We've been doing good.
Riley's digging up roots. Riley,
dig up fence holes or something for us. Not bad.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. Again, we work on stuff out here that benefits us and fits what we're doing. Some people will say we do the fence wrong. Some people will say we're doing it correct.
That's with everything.
Well, yeah, but if we're doing it to the standards of what we need here,
yeah.
And I'm not worried about keeping a predator from coming in. I want to make sure the goats don't mess the fence up pushing out.
Yeah.
Again, luckily, thank God, we haven't had any predator problems, and I think with the guard dogs in here and all the other dogs outside, I don't think we'll have an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it will be, unless they get real bold. But then again, that's why we have the dogs.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. And then, unfortunately, I don't remember if we talked about this or not, but I pulled my first tick off the other day, and then you pulled off a tick.
It was crawling, it wasn't attached yet.
And then now we're having the itches.
Yeah,
and we think we're having ticks on us all the time now. It's just that point. So we're like, let's get a ton of guineas and a lot more chickens.
I don't care if they're just
roaming everywhere.
Wherever.
I told Danielle, I said, I want like 300 chickens, and I just want them everywhere. And guineas are pretty mean too. They'll hold their own.
It was cool. Like, that's what I asked Jason too. It was like, don't they guineas too like eat or fight snakes?
Yeah,
they'll also be that.
Yeah, they'll surround snakes and kill them and stuff. And I mean, they're pretty resilient animals.
They're some weird looking birds.
They're little dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll eventually get that. And then we were talking and stuff. It's we haven't really talked much about it, I guess. But to have like in the barn again, like rabbits and stuff like that we haven't had.
Okay, guys.
Come on, y'all, get out of here.
Yeah, go.
Bandit, go raise some books.
You gotta say it.
Go read some books.
She's looking at you like, wow.
Hey, go read some books. Bandit, go read some books. She hasn't been reading much lately. She forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just knocking as much of this out as possible and really going at it. I think you guys will see. Hopefully the video will come out today if all goes well. Again, it is tedious. It's the same thing over and over, and it's a lot of work. But we try to have fun with it as we're doing things, and
that's what's important.
Yeah, and we're definitely learning. We have a
driver.
Yeah, gas-powered T-post driver, and that's not that it's hard, but there is a little learning curve of some of the spots would kind of hit where down at the end there were a lot more rock. So the way it was, it kept pushing the rock or the T-post a certain way, and you kind of figured out how to hold it while I drove it in, and so we'd get to the spot we need, and whenever, because I mean these are 7-foot T-posts, and so I had to get way up top to get it, and I can barely reach, and then you have to lean it, and now it's just one of those where it's
definitely like a learning curve.
Yeah,
with it all,
and then you get the routine of it, and it's like, okay. And what's funny is I went with a level. You guys will see all this video, but as I went down from where we started right here, it got better as we went down, and it was less of having to like straighten them up and stuff. So it is a learning curve, but I don't know. I'm very happy with it. I was a little worried of doing long stretches. I've never done. I mean, I've done, I guess, a lot, but I didn't do a lot of the fencing I've done have been like cedar post and stuff like that. So it's a little easier. You have a little. I feel like you have a little more leeway.
It's very hard to tell too if things are in a straight line.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking down, and
It's a little easier when you got big old logs, and they could be off a little bit because they kind of cover.
yeah.
But when you have a 1-inch metal piece going all the way down, you want them lined up good. And I just say this: I'm very impressed with how it's coming out. The very first line we did, I think we were both worried.
yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
just say that. You guys, again, you'll
You'll
see
see
that.
I was like,
oh, I was just like, this is the shortest part, and it's not coming out good. It's gonna be bad.
yeah.
And then we straightened them up and everything, and I was very impressed and very happy with it. And it gave me a little more motivation, a little more courage to tackle all of the fencing.
Yeah.
You even asked, I wonder how much it would cost to hire out.
I said, baby, how much would it cost
Yeah.
you think just to hire this out?
And I can't remember. Our neighbors got their front fence done, which is a very short distance, but it was
Yeah.
pretty
It was
pricey.
expensive.
And I don't remember how much it was per foot, but it was a lot. And so we're saving a lot of money. It's a
Mhm.
little extra time, little headaches here and there, and some sore arms. But the beauty is we do get to save money. We get to spend the money elsewhere. We did make a bet on one of the things, and I said if we could finish this line in under 30 minutes, what would you like to win? You remember what you said?
I said a bunch of different things.
You said a vacation.
No, I said, if you're talking about vacation, I said honeymoon,
Oh, honeymoon, not
Yeah.
vacation. Honeymoon to where?
Bora Bora.
That's a pretty big thing to win for some T-post.
We were close.
We were actually very close. I was like, dude, we were only a couple minutes off.
Yeah, so I think I won that. Let's go.
I don't think you won, but you might be able to talk me into it.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I don't know. I'm pumped with it. It felt good to do a project together again. It definitely, at one point, we were working over in the woods, and you're walking back, and I'm like, make sure it's not stuck in the tree or the limb. And you said something, and I thought you said, I don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And so I said, make sure it's not stuck in the...
I said, Jason, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, she said, Jason, it's what I'm doing. But I thought she said, what? I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, make sure it's not in the tree or the limbs. So she thinks I'm yelling at her.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jason,
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing. And I politely came back. I said, we're going to take a break. This is the first time we talked about it since. But I was like, yeah, okay. I'm learning as working with my better half how to handle situations.
Yeah.
Because normally
For one, I am not a laborer.
well, no. And I just thought you meant like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, if it's on the tree or the limb, and I'm yelling because we're far away, and she thinks I'm just yelling like, you dumb.
and the whole time I'm saying that's what I'm doing. And then
Yeah.
I finally had to be like, Jason, that's what I'm doing.
And I thought she said, I don't know what I'm doing. So how many of you guys fight with your significant others for absolutely no reason because of misunderstandings?
That wasn't a fight.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I wonder how many. And that's what I was saying was I feel like I'm getting better as a person to where I realized, because normally I'd be like, that's not, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, that was definitely a misunderstanding. We'll just take a break and come back rather than, being like, that's not what I said. Well, that's what I said. Well, that's not what I
Oh.
said. You know how my mind works.
Yeah.
Trying to explain things.
Yeah.
And then it's like a fight for not a fight, but you know what I mean? It's one of those where it's like,
he's just explaining things, and I'm like, I got it, bro.
yeah. And so I was just like, we'll just take a break. So we went to town and got gas and some supplies and whatnot, and
Here we are.
came back, and we doing okay. But I don't know. It was, again, I'm very happy that I did the barn on my own. It was something I think I needed to get back in the spirit of doing stuff.
It's a good challenge.
Yeah, but it was nice to, I don't know if someone's up in the front. They all took off running up there. So we're going to go see, make sure there's no trespassers. If so, we'll put a video out. Trespassers caught on camera. What are we going to do? But yeah, hopefully today, later, a video will come out of us working on the fence. And Danielle doesn't have a lot of high hopes that we're going to finish by Monday.
Well, no. I think we'll finish it. It just, again, it depends if we're going to have to break out the tractor and do tractor work. I think that'll definitely...
If we want to... It's hard to say. Is there someone here?
I don't know. The dogs kind of sound like they're crying. I think we got to go.
Crying?
Yeah. You don't hear that? No, now I don't hear anything, so we should go.
Bigfoot. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Gotta go see what's going on. But we do appreciate y'all watching. We're getting it done. Comment down below if you think we'll be able to finish the fence by Monday. All right, guys. What are the dogs barking at?